Hi guys, it's Chrissie and welcome back to another speed build on the channel. Well, technically this isn't like a whole speed build since I'm not building the exterior shape of this build. We're actually going to be doing lilsimsie's build challenge that she put up early last week, I think. Yeah, or late last week or something. But yeah, she basically uploaded this build challenge and she built the shell of the home, and we then had to go in and change it, or not change the shell, but like add windows and doors and a layout and wallpaper and roofing and all of that stuff to turn it into like a whole build basically. And we did have a few rules that we were supposed to follow with this and everything, but I will be honest with you guys, I forgot some of them and I basically cheated a bit. But since I'm not doing this to enter like the competition that she's doing, she is doing a competition with this. I believe she's giving away like stuff packs or something, to I think like 10 people. I think it might be like 10 people can win like stuff packs with the winners that she chooses. But obviously I'm not doing this to enter that like giveaway or competition or whatever you want to call it, since I already have all of the packs. So yeah, I've just figured it wouldn't be that bad of a thing. I'm not entering, so I'm technically not cheating. I just wanted to do this for fun. So some of the rules that I did break, one of them I broke intentionally, and that was that we weren't allowed to add any exterior walls. We weren't allowed to add any more exterior walls to the outside of the build. We could add half walls and fences and stuff like that, but we weren't allowed to add any like regular walls to the exterior of the build. And I broke that rule by putting in a garage, but I figured halfway broke it, halfway didn't, since it's not technically attached to the house, so I didn't change any of the house's walls. But basically I broke that rule, but like I said, I'm just doing it for fun. And the build kind of looked a little off. I had an idea in my mind of what I wanted it to look like, and that included having a garage. So I added one. And then the other one that I actually totally just forgot about, like completely, is that we weren't allowed to change any of the walls that she put down. So basically that little 1x4 square in like the middle of the downstairs, she put that in, and I don't think we were actually allowed to change that, but I did. I just got rid of it, as you could see. But yeah, I just totally forgot about that, and I deleted it and I just forgot about it. So yeah, I did break a few of the rules, but like I said, I don't really care. I'm not entering like the competition part of this. And yeah, for me it was just a fun shell to try and work with. But I hope you guys like how this build did turn out. It turned out to be a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom home. And it took me like more than 3 hours to build, even though I wasn't even coming up with the exterior shape of it. And that's just because I wanted to try something different than what I normally do. I wanted to try a different layout than what I would normally go for, and just I don't know, I just had fun with it, and I included like a lot of detail into this build, which is also why it took me that long. So I had to cut out quite a few bits of this build. I actually did show you guys me doing the layout, which is something that I don't normally do, but I figured since this was kind of like a build challenge and I didn't build the exterior of the home, showing you guys the layout for it could be fun. So I showed you the layout, but I did cut out some other things that I would normally keep in. So I cut out doing like the interior wallpapers and flooring. I did have to cut that out, but it's so boring, you guys. I switched the interior colors around like 7 times, I think, and just having you sit through all of that would have been like mind-bogglingly boring. So I did have to cut that out. But I mean, you can see like the wallpapers and stuff that I went for as we go along with the build and furnish everything, so that's not really that big of a deal in my mind. And I cut out doing the bathrooms, but that's something I normally cut out anyway. And I will show you guys one of the bathrooms in the like video tour at the end. The other two are just like regular 3x2 bathrooms with a shower and a toilet and a sink in them. They're nothing special. But the other one, like this big family bathroom on the second floor, I will show you guys that one in the video tour. But yeah, this is a 4-bedroom, 3 bathroom house, and she built this, like the shell, originally on a 30x20 lot, but I moved it to a 40x30 lot. We were allowed to do that, so I moved it to a 40x30 since I wanted the house to have like a very big yard area. And it turned out to be like 169,000 simoleons, more or less. So it's definitely not like a budget home at all. It's definitely like, you know, end game kind of, or, you know, motherload. Basically, if you use motherload, it's very easy. But yeah, so I also gave this house some lot traits. I gave it the great soil, good schools, and homey lot traits, since I figured it is a family home. And since it is like a nicer family home, I figured it would be in a good area, so they would have good schools. And then I added the great soil lot trait, since at the end of the build, when we get to the backyard area, I will be adding a few planter boxes and stuff like that, a few beekeeping boxes, and I also add in like a flower arranging table in the garage. And I figured I would do that since maybe one of the parents are into gardening and flower arranging and stuff, so I figured having good soil would be a good idea, basically. And I also went in off camera before I uploaded this to the gallery and added in actual like growable plants into the planters for you guys, but you'll see that in the video too at the end anyway. But yeah, that reminds me, I also cut out the like doing the garage area, since it's nothing special. I mean, I show it in the video tour anyway. Just, you know, the same with the landing area on the second floor. Nothing special about it. Like the garage basically just has like the flower arranging table, a woodworking table, some workout equipment, and then I think I added in like a kids crafting table, like an arts table for kids, and then some random clutter. That's basically everything I put in the garage, and it's not that interesting. You know, regular like garage-ish type stuff. I also added in a litter box in the garage, since I figured this family would have a cat and a dog, and this actually turned out to be a 6-sim family home, so you can have 6 sims living here. And I figured that would be like 2 parents, a teenage girl, a child boy, and 2 twin girls, so 2 twin children girls. So I didn't furnish any of the bedrooms for like toddlers or anything. I figured that the kids living here would be a little bit on the older side. Like I said, 3 children and a teenager. But yeah, there's loads to do for kids and stuff in this house, also in the backyard area. So yeah, they have a lot to do in here. I added like a swing set and monkey bars to the backyard and a big pool, and you know, lots of fun family things to do. I also added a fire pit that they can sit at maybe in the summer or something. And please tell me I changed that rug. Oh my word, I'm going to kick myself if I didn't change the rug. I just saw that right now, that it's completely lopsided and not centered, and it's annoying me right now. Oh my word, I can't believe I missed that. Yeah, that's one of the downsides of building these homes and then uploading them to the gallery and doing the voiceover and editing afterwards, because you notice stuff like that and it's too late to go back and change it. Okay, so yeah, that just threw me off track completely. I hate when that happens, and yeah, I don't know if I'm going to go back and re-upload it to the gallery. Probably not. I mean, it's just a rug. Hopefully no one notices it. And if you guys do notice it and you download the house, it's really easy to fix, so I'm not going to re-upload it just because of the bloody rug. But yeah, so this house did turn out to be quite big. I didn't expect this house to be as big as it is. It's quite deceptively big, I think. From the outside, if you look at it, it doesn't look like that big. But when I got to the inside, I added so much to this house that I'm kind of surprised that I managed to fit everything in. I mean, normally I wouldn't have a kitchen that big. That kitchen is huge, and I figured I would have like the kitchen and dining room area all in one space, and now it turned out to be like, it's still open plan, but the dining room is a bit more of its own room, I guess. But yeah, we've moved on to the master bedroom. Like I said, I had a lot of fun just playing around with this build and doing things that I normally wouldn't do. So this master bedroom, for example, I played around with the headboard area of this bed, and I made kind of like my own headboard out of those dividers that came with, I think they came with Dine Out, those like slatted dividers, and then mirrors. So I used these to make like a headboard, and then I sank like the actual headboard of the bed back into the wall. So it looks like the bed has this cool like wooden and mirror like back like headboard and stuff. And then I didn't even put like lights on the bedside tables. If you guys have watched like a few of my builds, you will know that I always put lights on bedside tables. That's just something that seems normal to me. But for this one, I decided to have lights like on the walls instead of on the bedside tables, to turn it into like this whole kind of like feature wall type thing. I also played around a lot with shelves in this build, and that's something that I've only been doing a bit more like recently. Normally I usually forget about the shelves and about using shelves and stuff like that. I usually just forget that they exist and that I can use them. But recently in my last few builds, I've been playing around with them a bit more, actually using them as a way to clutter up a wall instead of just putting a painting on every single wall in a room, since that can be quite boring. And it's something that I noticed that I do a lot, is I will very rarely just have like empty wall space. Usually I will fill up every bit of wall with some kind of painting, and since we don't have all that many paintings in the game, I mean we have a lot of them, but they're not really all that usable. A lot of them aren't really things that I would normally put in a house, so I usually end up just reusing the same like 10 paintings in every single build over and over again. Sometimes I would use the same painting in multiple different rooms in one build, and that just got really boring to me. And when I noticed that, I figured, it might be a good idea to try and find some other things that I could use for wall decorations. Like for here for example, we don't have all that many like kids posters and stuff, or kids wall decorations, and since I planned for this, this house to have 2 kids rooms, I didn't want to end up reusing the same decorations like 2 times or even 3 times, like in the teens room as well. So I just figured, plop down some shelves and put some random stuff on them. Book clutter is my favorite things to put on shelves. Those books that I always use, they're amazing. I use them in every build. They're basically like the most realistic clutter I think that you would have on a shelf. I mean, at least in my house, if we have shelves, you usually put books on them. You don't put other random stuff on them. Maybe like a plant or something, but you wouldn't have like, I don't know, just statues on a shelf. At least that's not something that I have ever seen. So yeah, books on a shelf is definitely one of my new favorite things to do in my builds. So I'm probably going to end up doing that in like 50 builds, and then getting tired of doing that, and then I'll find something else to do after that. But yeah, so I just had a lot of fun with just cluttering up this place, which is why it took me this bloody long. It's almost like I've been getting slower with building, and I have no idea why. Since the last few weeks I have been building so much. I have builds done, not including today's build and the one that I have planned for tomorrow. I have builds done for like the next 2 weeks worth of videos. So basically I'm like 2 weeks ahead of making videos. I just have to like edit them and do voiceovers and stuff, but like the footage for like 2 weeks worth of videos are done. And that's not something that I usually do. I can't remember the last time I was this far ahead, like, of my videos, and that's just because I've been having so much fun building. I haven't been wanting to do anything else, and I figured I might as well take advantage of that as much as possible. You know, just get a backlog of different footage and builds and stuff like that for you guys. So yeah, with that, you'd think, with the amount that I have been building, you'd think that I would be getting a bit faster, but for some reason I've just been getting slower. And a build like this would have normally taken me like 2.5 hours, but this one took me like 3 hours and 20 minutes or something like that, and I have no idea why. It's almost like I'm having so much fun building that I want to just keep adding stuff to a build and cluttering up every single corner of every room, and that's not good if you're trying to do speed builds and you're not trying to cut like 50 minutes of it out or something, since yeah, normally when I do speed builds I do keep in mind that it will either A, be a very long speed build, or I will have to cut out a lot of things, and I don't like doing that, so I normally try and not rush through it, but I do keep in mind how long it's taking me to do certain things. But yeah, recently that thought just hasn't occurred to me, and I've just been taking my time, but I like that. I think my builds are definitely, I don't want to say improving, but basically, yeah, improving, I guess. I've just been adding a lot more thought and detail and stuff to them than I normally would, but I like it. I hope you guys are liking these builds that have gone up over the past few weeks. I'm really enjoying making them as well. And something exciting that I want to mention, tomorrow's video is actually going to be an apartment build, and it's going to be an apartment that I built on stream. So I actually live streamed for the first time last Sunday night, or like afternoon for you guys in the US. But yeah, I live streamed last Sunday for the first time ever. I've never done it before in my life. And it wasn't meant to be a long stream or anything. It was just like supposed to be a short test stream of me figuring stuff out. But I ended up streaming for like 1 hour and 40 minutes, which isn't all that long, I know, but for me to talk for that long is a lot. And we actually finished like an apartment, a whole apartment on stream. So you guys will be seeing a speed build of that tomorrow, since I will probably be making speed builds out of the builds that I do on stream, or at least some of them if I like really like them. I will make speed builds out of them, since I know not all of you guys can make it to live streams, and I know time zones suck, especially my time zone, so I know a lot of you guys might not be able to make it to my live streams, and you probably won't want to watch like a playback of 2 hours of just me building. So I will do like speed builds of like the builds that I really like and that I think you guys would like too. But on that note, I will actually be streaming again tomorrow. So I will be streaming on Sunday the 7th of April. I will be streaming at 2 p.m. Yeah, 2 p.m. Pacific time, and that's like 5 p.m. Eastern, I think, and it's 10 p.m. UK time. So 2 p.m. Eastern, I will be streaming again live here on the channel. I won't be doing it on Twitch. I'm not used to Twitch yet, to like using it and like streaming on it. I mean, I watch stuff on there, but I've never like used it to stream, and I figured I would stick with YouTube at least for like the first, you know, while, to just figure everything out. But yeah, I will be live 2 p.m. Pacific time, but I will like schedule it. It will probably, by the time you guys are seeing this, it will already be scheduled, so you might have already seen it, but I will have scheduled like the stream on YouTube and stuff. So yeah, I hope to see you guys there. I'm really looking forward to it, and yeah, I hope to see you guys there. But on that note, I think I'm going to leave this voiceover off here. We have a few more minutes left of me just finishing up the backyard and stuff. I did, like I said, cut out the landscaping, but it's super simple. You guys aren't missing much. But yeah, I think I'm going to leave it off right here. I have another voiceover to record, and it's already super late, and my voice is killing me, so yeah. I'm going to leave it off right here, you guys. I hope you guys liked the build. If you did, give it a like, and if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and sticking around. And also remember to hit the notification bell if you want to be notified of whenever I upload a new video. But yeah, I also want to mention that I do now have a Patreon page, and if you do decide to become a patron, you will get a variety of different rewards, like, you know, early access to my videos and access to our Discord server and like exclusive patron only videos and all of that stuff. But more information about that will be on my Patreon page, which I will leave linked in the description down below if you guys want to check it out. But yeah, I hope you guys are all having an amazing day and that you enjoyed the build. And yeah, I will talk to you guys all in my next video. Bye guys!